Hello developers, hope you are enjoying my Python series, Simplified Python. So in today let's learn about data types. Okay, what data types are and how to find out a data type associated with a variable. So here we go. A data type is a classification that tells a programming language, okay, and implicitly the computer what kind of value is being stored or processed and what operations can be performed on it. Okay. So think what kind of data is this? Okay, like you know a number, a whole number, a floating point number, a text and boolean that you already learned, and what you can do with that. For example, you have learned the arithmetic operations like addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and modulus operator. It makes sense those operations are performed on integer data type. Okay, um, then you can use other operators like relational operators or comparison operator, greater than equal to, less than equal to, not equal to. Then you can combine this comparison expression with logical and, not, or. Okay, it doesn't make sense to divide two strings, but it makes sense to concatenate two strings to create a third string. Okay, all right. Without further delay, let's learn. So let me define a variable called. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head over to Visual Studio and define a variable a equal to 10. Okay, so let's print. Now to find out, I know this is an integer whole number, I know because it does not contain a decimal point, but how to confirm from Python. Okay, so what we can do is we can use an if string, okay, and say, hey, um, a equals to a. This syntax you already know. Okay, this is it helps you to interpolate the variable value whatever is there in whatever you put or surround by braces. Okay, and then to find out or to confirm it is really an integer, you can invoke a built-in Python function called type. Okay, so again surround it in braces and say type and pass the object a. Okay, now run it. Now you see a equal to 10 is of type integer. Okay, now let's extend and say pi equal to 3.14 and just copy paste in the interest of time and just replace this value pi and type of pi and then run it. You see it's not a whole number and that's why it is displaying float. Okay, now create a some variable lesson data types. Okay, I know the strings are surrounded in double quotes, single quotes, that you already saw that in the previous video. Now let's print its type. So I can copy paste and say lesson and print the value of lesson and print the type of lesson and save it. Run it again. Now you see a is of type integer, pi is of type float, and lesson is of type str, which is short form for string. Okay. Okay. So you already saw what kind of operations can be performed on the numeric variables: addition, subtraction, division, multiplication, and comparison operations. So those a common operation that is performed on the data type of string is concatenation. For example, you will say lesson, then you can take variable first name, okay, John, last name. I'm just providing a space. No, then you can create a full name, first name, plus last name. And now let's print its type and value of full name. Okay. Full name, full name, run it. See, we created a John Doe by concatenating two string variables to create a third one. Then we printed its type, which is of type string as confirmed by the Python system. Okay. So, to recap, a variable is always has data assigned to it, and every variable has type, okay, and the type determines what kind of operations are performed. Oh, we forgot our teeny tiny boolean, say understood equal to true. So, this is true and false at the those types. So, let us print the value of this, copy this variable. Now, run it. See, this is of type bool. Okay. So, in the next session, I am going to introduce you to more complex data types, also known as the collection data types. So, a collection data types we will see instead of storing a single value which, in a variable, we should be able to store more than one value. Okay. Okay. Until next time, keep practicing. Bye for now.